Good morning from the Arizona desert. My name is Tom and I'm here in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'd like to talk to you about taking screenshots. On the Android, it's just holding down the volume down button and the power button simultaneously. Now, I take extensive screenshots all throughout the day, and I have a history of thousands of images. And I use those images to, one, make sure that I'm tracking, all of my offers, so that if I forgot to log something, I can go through my screenshots and I can see what I've missed. I can use them to evaluate whether or not an order was a profitable order or not. And in a sense, as I'm looking at that image again and going, oh yeah, that's right, this was a Sicilian baker, and it looked good at first, but it was really slow at the merchant, and it'll bring up those emotions and those feelings that you had while you were there, so that then you can go, maybe I shouldn't, go to those locations, or I should, make sure that offer for the Sicilian baker, I'm just using that as an example. I just picked a random merchant. This is not putting down the Sicilian baker in any way. But maybe I need to make sure that there's enough value on that offer in order to compensate for the amount of time that I'm waiting there. Or maybe it might be merchant location if you've never been to that spot. As you look at that screenshot and you're like, oh yeah, wow, I need to find a better spot to park in that area. And it'll bring up memories of what you did throughout the day. It'll refresh your memory so that you can reevaluate, come on up with a different game plan. And so this is all part of that plan, do, and review. It's part of the review process. And the more that you're going through this review process, the faster that you'll get at making deliveries to those locations, the better that you'll be at making decisions on whether or not to accept offers that have those dollar to mile ratios. Through looking at all my data and my screenshots and whatnot, I came up with, since the Platinum Pass came out, a dollar amount to accept of $15 an hour, knowing fully well that DoorDash is still going to maintain me at $20, and a minimum dollar amount on an order of $3.50, going no more than 4 miles. And let me explain why I'll do that. At $15 an hour, $3.50 times 4 is 14 minutes. 4 miles going at 2 minutes per mile. That's the ratio that I've calculated out through looking at my screenshots. 4 miles times 2 is 8 minutes, and then allowing 5 minutes at the merchant for pickup and 3 minutes, for the drop off. And so that comes out to about 15 minutes roughly. So just those ballpark numbers, that's why I'm willing to accept those jobs. DoorDash says the more offers that you take, the more money that you'll make. And that's why I use that criteria. And I did that because once that Platinum Pass came out, that to me threw me for a loop. I had to go back, figure out what was going on, found out that they had reduced the suggested tip amount. Therefore, the offer values all went down. And when the offer values all went down, then I had to adjust. And I always tell people, when DoorDash changes, you must change. And so when that happens, you have a whole history log with these screenshots to go back in and, in a sense, do a theoretical dash again. You're like, okay, here's my new criteria. I accepted it this time. Would I have accepted it with this new plan of attack? And so whatever you do inside of your market, you can go through that same process of using them, almost like flashcards, if you will. Flash it up. Give yourself 35 seconds, just like the timer. Would I take this job? Would I not? And why would I? And why would I not? And the better that you get at that, and the faster that you get at that, I think that you'll start to see an increase in your earnings. And so with that, I'm going to head on over and get some gas. I hope that you have a wonderful, prosperous day and that you make as much money as possible. Ciao.